In this video, I'm flipping mountain bikes until I can afford my dream bike, and I'm going to show you how I doubled my money with just one flip. All of the profit that I make in this series is going to go towards my dream bike, which is a new Specialized Epic. In this series, there's going to be 3 rules. Rule number 1, I have to make money only from the bikes that I flip. Rule number 2, I can only spend the money that I made on the previous flip to buy the next one. And rule number 3, all of the money that goes into flipping my bike will be taken out of my profits in the end. To start off my journey of getting my dream bike, I'm going to use the money from this flip that I just did. At the very end of this video, I'll also give a price breakdown of everything that happened with this bike. A couple of weeks ago, I bought this 2022 Marin Bolognius Ridge 2. The way I was confident in buying this flip was because of these 4 things. Number 1, I made sure that my radius was just about 10 miles, so I didn't have to go that far to find it. Number 2, I set the listing price to $400 or less, and this made it so it was in my budget. Number 3, I made sure the listing had some crappy photos, so I knew I could improve it whenever I resold it. And number 4, and most importantly, I made sure the seller didn't look like he was going to kill me when I went to go buy it. By using all these search terms, I almost instantly found this Marin. I think I found this bike within 10 minutes and instantly knew it was a perfect one to buy. This bike had really terrible photos. He had like one photo of it just upside down on his deck. Also in the description, it was very short and didn't have any details about the bike. The one last step to finding my flip bikes is always looking them back up on Marketplace. So I just typed in 2022 Marin and I saw that they usually go for about $400 used, so I knew I'd make a good profit. I didn't actually film the part of me going to buy the bike because I wanted to respect his privacy, but basically all I did is I rode it around in a couple of circles and went through the gears, made sure the suspension worked and wasn't creaking, looked at the tire tread and just some other small little things. And in the end, I offered him $200 and he almost immediately said yes. By the way, you might be thinking to yourself, was that not a Specialized Epic he was just riding? Yes, that is a Specialized Epic, and I know that's the dream bike I'm trying to save up for in this series, but I do already have an older Specialized Epic from 2019 that I currently race on. And although I'm so thankful that I do have that bike, the goal is to try to buy a brand new Specialized Epic. So right after that, I took it home and cleaned it up. After I got the bike home, I just kind of went through it on my own and I made sure to clean it. I use my own brand called Summit Bike Wash, which I'm currently working on right now as a student athlete, so this doesn't cut into my profits at all. Along with this, I did some other small fixes, like both of the tires were flat when I bought it because he just had it sitting forever. And then along with this, he had it set up really strange. He had the bars twisted, it was really high up, and his brakes were pointed straight up in the air. So with just my multi-tool in about 10 minutes of my time, I fixed up all of these problems and I was ready to take some photos of it. Every time I flip one of my mountain bikes, I always make sure that I take the best photos possible. Photos are the most important part when it comes to listing your mountain bike because it shows all the buyers that you put real effort into your listing. I always use the 3x camera on my phone or the 5x if you have it, as this makes it so the background is more blurred naturally and it always makes the listing look more professional. I always make sure to include photos of the size, the different scratches and stuff on the bike, and any other notable parts such as the gears. After I take all of my photos, I always make sure to do the max amount of photos that Facebook allows, which is 10, and I usually don't add a video. After this, I make the description, and I always make sure that it's kind of detailed but not too complicated. I always leave a link in the bottom to the build of the bike so that people can look on their own if they want to see more details. And I also always make sure to say that it just got a small tune-up and was washed. Once I finally posted it, seriously within a couple of minutes I started getting tons of messages, and in just 2 days I finally coordinated someone to come and meet me and pick it up. Whenever this person came to pick it up, I let them go on a small little test ride around the block so that they could make sure for themselves everything was working right. And right after this guy did that, he offered me $400. Originally I had the bike posted at $500 and he just offered me $400, so that was only $100 off of what I was asking, which is perfect. So in total for the price breakdown, I spent $200 on this new bike, I spent $0 on soap and other tools because I already had them, and then I spent $5 on gas, give or take. All of this took me about 3 hours of work and profited me $200. In the end with my time, I spent 30 minutes scrolling for the bike on Marketplace, I spent 45 minutes going to buy the bike, 45 minutes to clean up and fix the bike, and then finally in the end I spent about an hour selling and messaging people on Marketplace. So in total, that brings my hourly money to $65 per hour. Even though that doesn't seem like that much, it's so easy to do, and I just did this in my free time after school. In my next YouTube video, I'm gonna use this $400 that I have to buy my next flip bike, and this is gonna help me get my dream bike, which is the Specialized Epic. If you want to keep up with this series, make sure you subscribe and like, because the rest of the flips I do in this series are gonna be seriously nuts.